Tonight was a good win. You know, we fought a lot of adversity from weather, from reps, from ourselves. Just got to go back home and learn from a great win. You know, we was able to capitalize on losing the first one, coming back, and winning the next one is almost like a playoff game. These two guys up here had great games. Tay came through with some amazing third downs, some great catches, and put us in great field position all night. Tony held the defense down, making sure that we got the right calls to be able to sustain 3 and outs. Can't do nothing but credit my players, my coaches, and just go back and learn and still look ourselves in the face and be accountable.
All right, questions for players? Let's start with you.
Sure. I mean, guys, really, tonight's magic number is 0. 0 turnovers. Amazing job. How big is that? How much of a focus was that coming in?
Well, you know, my O-line didn't give up no sacks. You know, we was lucky that, you know, the one that they tried to say was a fumble, you know, he was down. We just got to go back and just continue to do those little things to make the big picture. And when you see no turnovers and you see no sacks, you know, you get a dub at the end of the day.
Tony, do you want to comment on the defense?
As far as the defense, we did our 111th. That was the emphasis. It's been an emphasis all year. I felt like today we went out there and we flew around, and it was very little mistakes. Everybody was able to fly around, and when we did have a quick mistake, we adjusted and we made it right. So.
Josh Katzen, Silver Bulletin. Tony, you guys put pressure on the quarterback all night long. What was the game plan going on to put the pressure on the quarterback tonight?
I mean, obviously he's a running quarterback. Last game he did a little bit with his feet. I think he had over 30 yards with his feet last game. So we that was the game plan last game as well, to emphasize, you know, stopping him from running the ball. So this game we did the same thing, emphasize stopping the quarterback. Don't make him throw the ball. Let's not let him use his feet. So.
Question for Tay?
Yeah, Tay, the story of this team so far this season has obviously been the run game, but, you know, being lost in all that today, your quarterback, Jalen McClendon, had one of his most efficient games of the season, and, of course, you being a beast with yards after the catch. What led to the success in the pass game this week?
Just us having a balanced attack. We all feeding off each other. Like Coach said, the O-line did great. The running backs, they toted the ball. Our receivers, we block well. You know what I mean? We all just feed off each other, and once that balanced attack just continue to go, we all just get the ball moving pretty good.
James?
It's to bounce off of that. It felt like it was only a matter of time before you'd have a 100-yard receiving game this season. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Tonight. Just what did you see out there, and what were some of the main adjustments you did offensively to kind of have more success this week?
Not so much adjustments, just sticking to the game plan, whatever coach put out. I'm just doing my job, you know, like Tony said, just trying to do my 111, if that's blocking or catching passes. So when my name get called, I just try to take advantage of my opportunity, because we got a lot of guys who can make some plays on this offense.
You guys good with Tay and Tony?
I want to
Go ahead, Logan.
Logan Morris, SuperSports.com. Say, how big of a confidence booster is this for you? Obviously, we know what you can do on the field, but now you really kind of showed it tonight. What does this mean for you going forward?
Just treat every day like, you know, it's your last, as far as being in that locker room with those guys, taking advantage of my moments. I've been grateful to play a lot of ball, so just being here in this locker room, like I said, with these guys is a great opportunity, and every time we get out there, I try to take advantage of it for sure.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Let Tony and Tay go finish, get ready.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the receivers, too. J-Mo, all them boys.
We'll get a couple more with Coach here.
Sure.
All right, Mean Gene, we'll start with you.
Yep.
No doubt,
Good win, bounce back win.
for sure.
Good question was that fast start? We were talking about that a couple weeks ago about those fast starts. Was that fast start more scheme, or was that urgency to get this win?
I mean, it's more of steady. You know, we see that, you know, when we come out and we don't get the ball first sometimes, you know, we always come down and be down 7-0, you know, have to come back and fight back. So we kind of took something out of their book from last week, you know, jump out there, get the ball, and come down and score, and that really led us to, you know, having a great victory today.
Coach, story for the last 2 home games. Time of possession plays ran. You guys ran 30 more plays, possessed the ball for 18 more minutes, and again, getting the ball first, that fast start, part of the game plan, right, to be able to control that clock.
For sure. I mean, you know, when you play in the game, it's about time management. And with us having 3 great backs, not taking sacks, throwing the ball around, being consistent in the run game and in the passing game, you're able to control the game. And, you heard how many fans was here today. They came out. It rained a little bit. They went inside a little bit before halftime, and they came out and returned, and just gave us the support that we need as a football team here in Columbus.
Thanks, Coach.
We'll go there and there, but we're going to start with Alex. So we'll 1, 2, 3, go.
Coach, this time last week you talked about the need for consistency and discipline in the second half. Were there any adjustments specifically made this past week that let you guys show up like you did in the second half?
Well, you always go out and you have to do the little things, and the little things make the big picture always be right. And when, it's like the body, when you don't put the right food or the right water and different things in here, you get cramps, you get things like that. So just going back and just looking and seeing what we do right, compared to what we do wrong, and we had a fast start. Our defense came out. They probably had the most 3-and-outs that we had all year. We was consistent all the way around the board, and I think that's what gave us our victory.
Jalen McClendon is getting better each week. What's your thoughts about his game tonight?
He came out and played like a grown man. He had confidence from day one, but he had confidence from the kick, and he just kept saying, "Let me spin, let me spin." So we trusted in him, and he went out. He made a lot of good plays. Sometimes you be over there like no, and then he doing what he do. But he's a great young man. He come in every day. And he put his head down and be unselfish. When you have an unselfish quarterback, he's willing to make his team better each and every day. And we try to push the ball down the field, and he get the ball to the right players at the right time. And Todd and Bob is calling a hell of a game, to make sure that he can get the ball out and be efficient as he is. And as long as he trusts his eyes and move his feet, we'll be a great football team.
All right, Logan, finish up.
Coach, obviously it was Jim Tressel bobblehead night tonight. Did you get a chance to visit with Coach Tressel, and what did it mean to win in front of him?
Oh, it means a lot. I did. I was able to visit. I was able to see, a mentor, a father figure, and then, to see. I always go watch him coach, for him to be able to see me coach, get a win. It's all in the family. This is Columbus. We are who we are around here, and we just have each other back, man. I was good to see his wife, and former players, and my fitness challenge buddies, as that I do around here in Ohio. We got our kids out here, so, man, it's just an eye for an eye, and I'm just glad that I can be there for him like he was there for me today.